NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the Players.
Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Frank, you played in conditions all over the world. Here come the winds now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself, and it's an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit, given the conditions. But once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
You like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy?
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze. But if down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more.
Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths.
Now, just when you thought they might pick up one, now settle for a par.
And getting ready for the putt. Well, not in contention, but in for par. You licking your chops here, Frank, as a player, when you get to this tee box?
Well, it's an opportunity. A 4 here certainly makes the mood better when you walk to 17 and then 18. So a 4 here is more than just making a birdie on a par 5. Oh, that had some meat behind it.
Frankie could make eagle right here with a really good approach shot.
Yeah, well within his reach, too. And, Rich, if we just sit back and relax here, I think we're going to see perhaps a very good look at eagle coming up.
This one doesn't look good.
There's water over there.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
What is he have all the luck?
Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. And with that putt, he moves to 3 under. Frank, 137-yard shot on a normal hole with no water. You're thinking birdie as a high-level professional, correct?
No question.
137 yards with the water, with no bailout, with a little wind. You take 3 and run to 18?
Every single day.
This is a good-looking shot. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Just a couple of feet. And with that birdie, moving into the top 5 on the leaderboard.
And we're starting to notice the name.
People always talk about 17 being visually intimidating. Frank, what about 18?
If there's a little bit of wind off the right, the tee shot is so much easier. But if that wind is coming off the water, not only do you see the water and the wooden bulkheads, you see all the rough and the trees on the right. And, of course, then you start bringing 5, 6, 7, even 8 into play. That's what makes this tee shot so hard. What a great shot.
He has just hammered this drive here at the 18th, and now he is in a really good position to make a birdie here on the final hole. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
That's an outstanding shot right there, and it sets up a really good look at birdie. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. starting to make a nice move. 5 under with that birdie for the tournament. There you have it, Frank. First round is complete. What are your thoughts, partner?
Rich, I think anyone inside the current top 10 of that leaderboard is certainly well placed to go on and take this championship.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the Players.
That's an absolute beauty.
Frank, the approach here to the fourth is fraught with peril, isn't it?
3 distinct levels here. There's that sort of small piece in the front right, there's that left side of the green, and that top tier on the right. Safely on deck.
You can't ask for much more than that. Now 5 feet away. Beautifully done. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
Frank, that birdie will help the cause. Been fun so far. Let's see what's happening out at hole number 5. Even par through the early portion of this second round. Frank, not a bad spot.
Yeah, sort of rocking on ready, sitting on go. That's what it looks like right now.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
You get the sense now with that birdie that our young star, so explosive, is setting himself up for a big weekend run. Frank, you don't want to get too cute with that second shot here at the 6th.
I remember many a time, Rich, when they put the flag right of center. You try and hit it a little bit too close, those palm trees all of a sudden come into play. Hits one of those, that ball can go anywhere.
What a drive. Just tattooed that. Second shot. Good look at the green. How'd you like that strike?
That was top of the tree.
Made par yesterday. This one for birdie. Almost. Wow. Oh, man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Frank, a solid par right there. Maintains his position. Frank, 7th hole here at TPC Sawgrass. How do you break this one down?
Not overly long, 440 yards, but once again, it's a tee shot. If you're driving the ball well, that's fine. You just sort of blister it down there, but you're starting to lose one a little bit to the right. There's 3 pot bunkers there. And of course, if you're fearful of it going left, there's the canal all the way down the left side that'll get your attention.
Now the approach to the 7th. Frank, what do you need to be mindful of here?
It's rather narrow in the front of this green, and then there's some mounds both right and left. Be very aware of those mounds. They can actually help you out.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. That will be a great look at birdie. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Just continuing to play some really good golf. 8 under par for the championship. 2 rounds in the books, Frank, and a good spot from which to make a move.
Yeah, well positioned. Really, if you're leading, it's a different pressure. Being in the chaser pack there, playing well, what a great position to go into with 2 rounds to go.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live 3rd round coverage of the Players.
Oh, that's it. New member of the 300-yard club.
Good poke right there. Second shot now at the 10th, and again, Frank, accuracy is at a premium.
Yeah, gone are the days to sort of thrash it out of the trees like Phil Mickelson. Ideally, coming out of that fairway, you're hitting to a green that moves to the right. So that makes it a little bit more difficult than what the mind's eye first sees.
I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
Oh, he's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. And it drops for birdie. Hole number 11, 558-yard, par 5. Frank, players in attack mode here.
Yeah, just try and blitz it down there. There are other bunkers on the left to consider, but really, with that much fairway, this is a green light opportunity.
Well, those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards. Just crushed it in the fairway. Stuck the follow through right there. This could be really good. Big swing right there and a great result. And now a chance for a big swing in momentum with an eagle coming up. Racking them and stacking them. That's 12 under par now for the tournament. Up to the 12th, Frank, and a good birdie chance here.
Yeah, good old length, short par 4. This green really divides itself into about 3 sections. There's a little piece to the right, piece short left, and the one at back left. So as long as you know where the flag is, just push that ball into the section where it is. You get up there, you're only going to have 10 or 15 feet left for birdie.
Now the approach to the 12th, Frank. What's the player looking at?
Well, it's a fun shot here for the second shot, especially if you've driven it down the right side, because then you can see the flag no matter where it is on the green. Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
What a shot. Perfectly placed right next to the hole. Just the tap in to finish the hole.
In a very aggressive mode with that birdie now in second place.
And Frank, we always like when they have the hole location back left and that ball trickles down, feeds. You can see some really good ones and maybe even an ace here.
Yeah, just like Mickelson a few years ago. Down there, it looked like it was going to flirt with a bunker, ran up and over the ridge, and in it goes. This is one where you have to play ground ball as well as high ball.
That is classy.
He had a chance of going in.
And now he has this for the birdie. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, the 14th hole. A lot has happened here over the years.
I think it's the litmus test on the back nine. That's where things really start to heat up. It looks like a straightforward tee shot, but often the eyes wander to that water down the left side. And, of course, if you think about that, you invariably fire the ball towards the right where those hillocks and thick rough is and virtually no chance of reaching the par 4 and 2. I'm loving that balance.
Interesting, with the almost space-age advancements in golf equipment, what with new, lighter materials, and with the increased focus on fitness and strength, players are hitting the ball longer than ever. That has forced architects to lengthen the golf courses without sacrificing the integrity or the shot value of the original design. This one's looking good. Midway through this back nine, could use this birdie here at the 14th. Now this for birdie, came away with par in the previous round.
Well, birdies are hard to come by in this situation. So tight.
Keeps him right in the thick of it. Frank, the 15th hole certainly has the respect of the professionals.
But you're right, this is a positional hole where just keep the ball down the left center. You can't go too far, though, because you'll get blocked out or you'll run out of fairway. From there, it's really about knowing where the flag is, what position on this green, because this is another green that's not flat. If the second shot lands on the wrong portion of the green, it will finish well away from the hole.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Birdie try up next. Locked in on the read and the speed.
It's amazing. Doesn't matter how close it goes. It's an extra shot. That one will definitely hurt.
Clean this up with a tap. That's how you maintain momentum. Make those putts for par. Frank, in golf, there's nothing quite like the final round of a hotly contested championship, and this one could be a doozy.
And there's nothing quite like that leaderboard I'm looking at right now. We are going to have some amazing golf. This one is going to have to be won.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the players. It's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Frank, such a sweet swing. Really a pleasure to watch. Frank, what's the key on this approach here at the 15th?
Well, knowing exactly where that pin placement is, Rich, there's mounding, there's that little gut out of the right side of the screen. If you miss your mark here, that ball can easily finish 30 or 40 feet away.
See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie.
Really solid stroke.
You licking your chops here, Frank, as a player when you get to this tee box?
Well, it's an opportunity. A 4 here certainly makes the mood better when you walk to 17 and then 18. So a 4 here is more than just making a birdie on a par 5.
Wow, Frank, look at that one run out. Just blistered that tee shot.
Well, that has to be 325 if it's an inch.
Sit down. Get down.
Oh, this is gone.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Getting set now over the putt. Oh, dude, that's an eagle. Frank, you know, they say this is the most often hit green in the world because as the amateurs play it, even if someone's like a 30 handicap and they rinse 3-4 balls, they're not leaving until they knock one on the green.
And they are rinsing 3-4 balls because every year they're dragging out more than 100,000 balls. That's right, 100,000 balls are dredged out of that lake.
Well, look out. This could be wet, Frank.
It's heading towards the hazard.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Pretty good shot right there. Cleans that up in the hole. People always talk about 17 being visually intimidating. Frank, what about 18?
If there's a little bit of wind off the right, the tee shot is so much easier. But if that wind is coming off the water, not only do you see the water and the wooden bulkheads, you see all the rough and the trees on the right. And of course, then you start bringing 5, 6, 7, even 8 into play. That's what makes this tee shot so hard.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. Frank, really challenging second shot here at the home hole, the 18th.
You have to be decisive going in here. You can see all the trouble in front of you. Water left, that mounding on the right. Neither place really is good to go. So somehow you've got to muster up your best shot.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie to win the Players' Championship.
Roll red.
That has to feel so good. A big championship victory. NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the Peach Invitational. That's an absolute tracer right there. In the fairway, and well over 320 yards. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I'd say.
What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
Oh, that incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
Comfortably inside the cut line, the young prodigy makes another birdie. And now over to the fifth. Early in the round and playing reasonably well. Nothing great, but has certainly not given a whole lot away.
Yeah, and actually a good position to really springboard the round from here.
Good contact, good result. You can go low here. The course professional record, and it's a par 70 set by Zach Johnson. He fired 60 back in September of 2007 at the Tour Championship presented by Coca-Cola. That was when the golf course was set at 7,154 yards. Superb shot.
It's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round. Starting to put it together right now, Frank.
Join that trio at the top.
This 209-yard par 3 is really an intimidator, especially with a prevailing wind pushing the ball toward the water right of the green. The only bailout is a bunker on the left, which provides another terrifying shot, let's face it. The most challenging hole location is front right, but back left behind that bunker also very tough. No doubt they'll be happy with that shot. Well played. Settles in over the putt. That was a nice birdie, and no doubt he's feeling pretty good about his position on this leaderboard.
A series of good holes in a row has got him to this point.
Now the par 4 7th, slight dogleg to the left, 434 yards. Frank, what's the best way to attack?
Long hitters actually might think about trying to fly it over that bunker on the left, Rich, and leave yourself a pitch in here. But really, it's a second shot hole. And the reason why is that second shot is uphill and to an elevated green. So one thing you want to do is make sure you're hitting that second shot out of the fairway.
Steeply up the hill here. This is going to play very long.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
And to generate some momentum here at the 7th hole. This for birdie. Just a couple of feet. Starting to make a nice move. Birdie and 4 under par for the tournament.
Rich, in that great opportunity, name on top of the leaderboard. It is only round 1.
Good place to be. NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the Peach Invitational. That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Frank, what's the player facing here at the first on this approach shot?
Uphill. Just have to adjust a little bit for the yardage, Rich, and also that pitch of the green.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here.
Wow, what a shot.
What are the chances of making it from there?
Here at the par 3 second hole, bunker left, bunker just short of the green. That water is not in play for most of these professionals. The green is 34 yards deep. The key here probably is to keep it below the hole. It can get tricky if you're above it. Oh, just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Back-to-back birdies, we'll see. How about this? Birdies at 1 and 2. We could be in for something pretty special today. Out of the short par 4 third here at East Lake Golf Club.
I'm loving that balance. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. The officials are calling that one around 310 yards. Good scoring opportunity here with this approach at the par 4 third.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
Nice, solid start to the round. Tee to green looks to be in command.
Yeah, it's surprising. I thought he might have been a little shaky out of the gate, but certainly proved me wrong.
To the fourth, 440 yards. Tough hole locations here today. He just blasted that one down the fairway. Out there about 325 yards. Second shot, good look at the green. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Almost. Wow. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
Workmanlike hole. He walks away with a par. And now the fifth hole and a challenging par 4 here. It is 520 yards long, and Frank, it rewards precision off the tee.
This is one of the narrowest fairways on the golf course, Rich. Not only that, your tee shot's blind, so you're not going to know where that ball finishes up. Fairway also tilts right to left, so you're going to have to hit that tee shot down the right side.
Frank, that is position A.
Yeah, the tee shot was like silk, Rich. I mean, just sets up that second shot so beautifully.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
That is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Frank, if you're an amateur, you get to this tee box, maybe you reach into the bag and grab that old scuffed up orange ball or pink ball maybe you found in the woods. You don't want to waste a good one here. Either that or get in a paddle boat and just row across to the other side.
Well, this lake is normally full, Rich, and full of golf balls, that's for sure. Even the best players in the world, they get the wind wrong and they start flirting with that right side. You pay the price very, very quickly. It's not just a short par 3 either. This is a decent length for a shot that has to be flown all the way through the air.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. So all the scores have been posted for round number 2, and look who is on top of the leaderboard, Frank.
Yeah, with 2 very solid rounds of golf. Key right now, just stay out of your own way and keep it up. The pressure will start to build. We know that as you get closer to the end of this tournament.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the Peach Invitational. Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
I mean, he just blasted it down the fairway, well over 325 yards. Frank, straight uphill with this approach shot, what do you have to factor in terms of club selection and setup over the ball?
Well, you're going to have to take at least an extra club to make up for that added elevation. And also, it's tougher to get onto that front foot.
Good, clean contact and a nice result. And a chance for birdie coming up. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. This can be a cruel game at times. So the short miss, and those are painful.
And that's a good par given the situation.
Still tight, still close. Back on the tee here at East Lake, it's the 5th hole. This is a muscular par 4, Frank, at better than 500 yards.
You just take 4 and walk to the next tee on any given day, Rich. Blind tee shots, really you have to hit a good one here. Otherwise, you're just sort of going to clock up at least a 5 straight away. Par 5 for the members, so it's a tough par 4 even for the pros.
That is a fantastic long shot.
There's no way he could hit that without a tail breeze. Surely that breeze had to help there. Safely on deck.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Really hitting on all cylinders now. 9 under for the tournament. The 6th green here at East Lake Golf Club, tracing back to the original Tom Bendelow design that opened back in 1908, built as the green for the par 5 16th, a Donald Ross rerouting 5 years later, made it the target for a par 3 on the front 9. Superb shot.
Well, that's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Makes the putt for a birdie. We're at the 7th now. Frank, did you hear the sound of that coming off the club face?
It was like a cannon. Ooh, nice little bounce forward. Should be close to 300, 290.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
And to generate some momentum here at the 7th hole. This for birdie. Birdie here yesterday, trying to do it again today.
That was cruel. It looked like it was certainly going in.
Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in. That was a tricky one, but it's in.
Frank, that front page of the leaderboard has been looking good all week.
You're exactly right, Rich. I think our winner is certainly going to come from that list right now. I'm excited for tomorrow's final round.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the Peach Invitational. Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, looking at a downhill approach shot here at the par 4 14th, how important is club selection?
It's vital here, Rich. You've got to adjust for that downhill. Plus, the pitch of the fairway, more than often, the ball is going to be slightly below your feet. So if anything, you want to err on the left side of the flag.
Beautiful approach shot there and a good chance to take advantage. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
Two behind, now become just one back.
This par 5 15th measures in at only 525 yards. There is a chance to get to the green in two without question, but there's also some trouble out there.
I'm loving that balance.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Well, Frank, as a player, you're licking your chops on this second shot at the par 5 15th, aren't you?
Yeah, if you've got a utility club or a lofted fairway wood in the bag, that would come in handy. Otherwise, a long iron, you're going to have to allow for that ball to skip forward. So you'll have to fly that somewhere around that front edge of the green.
appears to be tracking well. That is just an outstanding shot right there. And now a chance for an eagle.
Oh, how did that miss?
Are you kidding me? I mean, that one was dead center. Made par yesterday. This one for birdie. Good try. Just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
No damage done. Made the par. Moving on to number 16 now, 481-yard par 4. Excellent start off the tee. That's a great way to begin this hole. Down the hill here, going to play shorter. It should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Birdie try up next. Not a gimme, but well within his range. And with that birdie, moves into second place. Now the 17th hole here at East Lake, 455 yards, made famous a few years back by Bill Haas, who splashed one out of the water left of the green on his way to winning the FedEx Cup Championship. And now it's right in his wheelhouse, good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Oh, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Just a couple of feet. And with that birdie, he moves into first place.
And look at the look in the eyes now.
The 18th hole here at East Lake is a par 3, 235 yards to the green. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. In the hole for birdie. And that wraps up the final round. Just a great performance by our champion today.
Couldn't agree more, Rich. I think this one will have to go down in the books as an absolute classic. Fantastic play, not only in the course today, but all week long.